Hello. Hello everyone. Hello. How are you? So let me check the economical calendar first. Okay. Xfactory.com. So we have the Fed news. Okay. So whenever we have the Fed news, I'm not going to trade the AM session. We will do the tape reading. We can end up in a choppiness. Trading in hello, slow down. Okay. Is your account is in drawdown? Try to take a small risk. Okay. Once you have the winning streak, then you can go for the normal risk. So what we are going to do first, okay, we have taken out the sell side liquidity, and this is the weekly fair value gap we have in trading. And inside the weekly fair value gap, we do have the daily fair value gap, this one. So this fair value gap is going to be a refined FVG. Okay, I'm going to extend this thing on a right side. On a daily chart, we are still in a discount. Okay, what we are going to do, we will go for a 1 hour chart, and we are going to check out the inefficiencies. So the inefficiencies we have right now, it is this one. Okay, this fair value gap or this fair value gap above this one. Now we will go to the 15-minute chart. This is the daily, and this is going to be the 15-minute one. Okay, what we are going to do over here, we are going to mark down the pre-market highs and lows. This is the 6:30 low, this is the 7 o'clock low. So 23,406 is the pre-market low. Now we are going to go for the RTH chart. But in a RTH chart, we are going to look for the yesterday's PM session high. If you check the yesterday's PM session high and pre-market low, it is at the same level. Yesterday's PM session high, and this high is going to be the AM session high. Right now we are over here. If you check, right now we are at this range. Okay, so basically we are in a, we are going to do the gap up. Okay, this is the Friday's closing, and this is going to be the Monday's opening. And right now we are near to the AM session high, and this high is going to be the pre-market high again, because the high we have created at 726. This is the pre-market high. And also the one thing is, if you check, we do have this equal lows. This is the sell side liquidity. Okay, this is the normal sell side liquidity, and you can look for the London low also, because London has not done any kind of manipulation. And this is the 8:30. It is going to be the tape reading session. We do have the news at 10:30. The Fed chair is going to speak, and the 5-minute and 15-minute right now. Right now, if you check, the every order block is supporting the bullish idea, and also this fair value gap. If we flip this gap also, this gap, then most likely we are going to trade to the AM session high. We are in a premium right now, and also above the 8:30 and also above the midnight, so we are in a deep premium. And we are going to end the quarter one. Hello Techno, what's up? So we are going to end the quarter one also. If you check the price action on this range, it was really tough, and we finally start creating the bearish fair value gaps also. I'm good, Techno. Thank you for asking me. Sharma, if I take a trade, probably I will lose. If the price action is really good, then I might take it. But we do have the news at 10:30. The Fed chair is going to speak. Whenever the Fed is going to talk, you have to ignore the AM session. You can trade the PM session. This is the simple rule you can follow for the when to avoid the AM session. There are the some criterias. YouTube got the issue lives. Yeah, it is. We'll avoid today as it is the last day of the month. Yeah, we can do the tape reading and we will save our accounts for the next month and also for the next quarter. We do have this equal lows also, and we also have this fair value gap. We will just check it, guys. We are not going to do any force. We are not going to force any trade and everything. What are the major liquidity during the PM session? You can look for sold shift. You can look for the lunch hour highs and lows, AM session highs and lows. Okay, and also you can refer the previous 2 days liquidity or the 3 days look back. Like for example, let's say if we are above this over here, and what you have to expect in terms of price action, you want to see the stop run below this thing, below the lunch hour low, the 12 o'clock to 13:30, and then you can look for the continuation setup for the high. If you check over here, we have made the high at 11:30. We formed the bearish fair value gap, and even at this day, I told you guys that even if I wanted to take a trade for the rebalancing this fair value gap, I'm going to lose this setup, right? And see, I know when to take a trade and when not to take a trade most of the times. And we have formed this big candle. Okay, we can also refer the 50% and check the reaction, or we will wait for the SMT. And I'm going to mark down the vertical line so you guys are not going to forget that we have the Fed chart. Pavel is going to speak. So ES has not taken out the sell side liquidity. The Nasdaq has taken out. We have run the stop run, the small stop run. and now we are pushing to this pre-market high. So when you have the Powell is going to speak, you have to ignore the AM session. There is I think the YouTube has some problem. By the way, guys, I'm going to host on a X. I'm going to host 150k Lucid Pro account. So be ready for that. So what is the nearest session liquidity? We do have this session liquidity, and we're going to look for, do we form any fair value gap or not. The issue is not from my side. If you guys are getting any buffer, the issue is not from my side. I have a 200 Mbps flat connection up and down, upload and download also. I'm going to host maybe today or the tomorrow. Thank you, Justin, and thank you, Money Minds. We have not created any displacement after the 930, okay, and we have taken out this equalize also, this two equal high. This buy side liquidity. Let me mark down this 50% of this week. Okay, so we are getting a reaction from this 50% of this week. Okay, we'll see how the 5-minute is, and we do have this quadrant level, the 25%, 50%. Okay, below the 50%, if you see, we are also at a 50 pre-market low. Yes, I'm a founder of PERK. I don't trade any other pair than NQ. I used to trade the gold, but gold has given me the multiple losses, and I think the gold is not good for me. That's why I don't touch those pairs. I know which pairs are profitable for me and which pairs are not. You can look for this as a demo trade. This to this. Hello DNA trade Thames. Hello, what's up? If you check the 5-minute, what all is PERK is doing, the PERK is going to, what it is going to do, it is going to tell the when the rules are going to change. Okay, if PERK is changing the rules, we are going to make a dedicated post. We are going to host the giveaways, okay, with the different forms. We are only going to list the A plus prop firm. I'm not going to list any other prop firm that I'm not trading with them, and or I have not tried yet. And you can find the best deals if you're going to go with a prop firm perk. Right now the Lucid is going to close their 50% off deal. Okay, And I think they are also going to raise their planned risk from 50k flex account to 130 to $140. No, I am not in a trade right now. If price is giving this entry, then it can be the good setup till the pre-market low, as in draw on liquidity. If the price is going to take out this liquidity without giving an entry, then we will look for the another setup if it is clean. Otherwise, we will just wait and watch. If you check the 5-minute, we do have the clean equal lows, okay? And the low, this low is the, let me mark down the London low also. And this low we have created at 6 o'clock, so it is the London lunch hour low. And we have the pretty much down good displacement, and we are closing below this opening range gap 25%. So most likely we are going to tap to this this CE also, this one 23,394, this level. Let me mark this thing to the blue, and I'm going to add the ORGC. I'm not in a trade, bro. Price did not rebalance, but I was showing you this is the setup. If price is doing retracement, then it is good to go. Because we have done the manipulation, I was thinking we have done the manipulation at the bottom side, but we have not created any fair value gap, no displacement. So above the equal highs, and also we get a reaction from the 50% CE, okay? And right now the pre-market low is still open liquidity and the equal lows. Only thing, it has not given us any entry. We are getting a reaction from this order block, and we finally tap to the pre-market low. We are finally pushing to the sell side liquidity, okay? And we tap to the CE also, so most likely we are going to tap to the equal lows. And then if we have the displacement again, then the London low is also can be the target if we close the body to the opening range gap CE. Okay, if we close the body. Something happened to the YouTube. I don't know why the watching is really wrong. It is not showing the correct data. This price has not tapped to this equal lows yet. This fair value gap we should respect if we tap. Where is FEG? And also on ES we do have this equal lows. The one more displacement is going to come till this low, and we will check out how the price is reacting after taking out this sell side and also this fair value gaps, because this fair value gap is going to be important because this is also aligning with the session liquidity, the pre-market low, and also the PM session high. This is the yesterday's PM session high. On RTH we don't have any SMT also. If you check, we don't have any SMT. We only have taken out this high and this high. This is the 15-minute. What we are going to do, that we are going to mark down this low and this high, and we are also going to mark down the equilibrium. This is going to be the purple line, 23,336, and the first low we are going to mark down, it is going to be the 23,332, and this is going to be new week opening gap of the current week, this gap. So these levels are important on a 15-minute chart. Okay, if we have the big expansion, then most likely we are going to hit the London low also. I think the YouTube is really down with the servers. I don't know what happens to their servers. I think someone bomb on their servers. We don't have any fair value gap. If you see the reaction, if you see the range, these are the sell side liquidities. This fair value gap is important. I told you. And the 23,336 is going to be the key level, and it should trade to the London low. If we get any stop run entry, then it is going to be good entry, but other than this, I really don't want it to engage in a price action. By the way, can you send a hi or hello in a chat, just to know that you guys are in a live stream? Thank you very much. Yo, thank you very much, guys. Let's see how this order block is going to trade. And the London low is also at a same area and at a equilibrium, the 23,336, and also the lower quadrant of the opening range gap. Those three levels are meeting at a same area. You can see. Now I can't see the live count because there is an issue with YouTube. If you see on YouTube, they are showing me only the 9 people are there, but if you check the messages, more than nine people. There is a serious issue with these things. GG if you took that sell. If we have a big expansion after taking out this sell side liquidity, the price can go to the new week opening gap, because price always go to the new week opening gap, new day opening gap, or the opening range gaps after taking a sell side liquidity. This one, price never retraced to the breaker. Order block was good, but we was in a deep premium, deep discount till this low. If price was offering to this fair value gap, I was entering. The only one thing is I'm doing correct. I'm not chasing the price action right now, even if I know that this can be the target, and I have called the price before and marked down all of these levels, and whatever I'm looking on these levels every day, I'm looking at same levels like sell side liquidity of the session liquidities and the dealing range, the premium and discount, opening prices, and the opening range gap. Only the four things I'm watching every day. Now price is struggling to go down to the London low. Let's see how this proportional block is going to trade. We are getting a reaction from this high. Let me switch to the 5-minute. This is the yesterday's PM session low liquidity. The 23,269. What right now, what can happen, like we can do some kind of manipulation to the upper side. We can take a short-term high and then we create a bearish fair value gap and we can run this low also. Let me put the eye on this low, the midnight. These are the three levels we are looking right now. Hello Danny, what's up? You can marry to the Dr. Liquidity. He's open for that thing. By looking at the RTH chart, most likely we are going to take out the PM session low also. So we are finally going to we have taken out the London low, okay? And I'm going to remove this purple line, okay? And take out this low. This is the 2 o'clock low. Okay, and the purple one is the first low in a dealing range. Okay, so this is the 23,321. We have taken out this low also, and this is the next level we can look for after taking a sell side, the NY session 00 midnight. And also you can look for the PM session low, because what can happen, we have a big Asia session, right? Asia session. So what we are going to do, we are going to put this thing in a CE, okay, and we are going to mark down the 50% of the Asia low, Asian session. Whenever you have the big Asian session like an expansion, you have to mark down the C of the Asia session. If price is showing you the aggression like to go to the downside, then you can also target this low after tapping out the new week opening gap or the new day opening gap. And this can be the another target. Now no trades for me, given this setups, given also the target, not executed on my live account or the funded account. We finally tap to the midnight opening price, and also what I'm thinking that we are most likely we are going to take out the PM session low also, and we fully rebalance to the opening range gap low, and this is the big sell side liquidity. By the way, guys, we are the watching is almost 155, and only the 1741 likes are there. You guys has to hit the like button right now. I have done the wonderful price trading today and also given you the targets. The 10 o'clock candle has been open up, and we're finally getting a reaction from the midnight, but I don't think so that this is the stop. Yeah, for me there is no trade. Hello, what's up, buddy? Because I did not found out my setup, even though if I know the what is the range, what is the draw on liquidity, but I don't enter in the middle of the trend. Even if I wanted to take a trade, I like to trade on this fair value gap or this fair value gap. this fair value gap was, it was bottom one. If price was tapping to this fair value gap or either this one and giving me the change in state of delivery, the continuation change in state of delivery, then it was easy to take a trade and target the pre-market low, 50%, or the quadrant, or even the opening range gap low. But taking the trade after taking out the pre-market low, usually what happens with my setup, it failed most of the time, because the major draw on liquidity for the daily day, for me it is going to be the pre-market low, and once the price is going to take out this low, this is going to be the continuation setups. For me, the setups are fantastically good, but for my model it is a low probability. If I wanted to take a trade, it should be above the pre-market, then only I can put the BE, and I can hold the trade for the rest of for this low or this London low or this CE of the this low also, and I can also look for this low as a target. That is the reason why I have not taken a trade for today. But I have called the price beforehand. I have given the setup also that okay, this is the auto block. You can look for this fair value gap. This is the key area. You can rewind the live stream and you can check out. Adi, what indicator are you using to plot? I have shared this indicator already on my Discord. You have to join the Discord group and you can look for the educational content. Because the forcing trade is the never-ending loop. If you're going to force the trade, it is always going to put you in a worst scenario. Like, it is going to tell you that okay, I'm doing something, but you're not doing anything rather than just gambling. You tap to the 25% quadrant, okay, let's see, and we also tap to the fair value gap. In this dealing range, we only have this inefficiency, this dealing range, the short-term dealing range, and this is the premium fair value gap. The low we have created at a 958, okay, and below this we do have the PM session low, and right now we are at a quadrant level 25, the 75% one. The lower quadrant is at a 23,280 over here. We get a wonderful reaction, by the way, guys. This is the low you should look for, and 23,280 should be the your target if you really wanted to take a trade. This should be the sell side liquidity, the minor sell side liquidity. Sell side, okay. And 23,280 should be the draw on liquidity, and the PM low, PM session low should be your next target. Yes, Varun. Because those setups are going to give me the high probability setup. If I'm going to take other than this, I have the low probability, low win rate, you can say. We are going to see how this fair value gap is going to form. You can do the back testing of this of that model. The many times you're going to have the inverse FEG model, and you're going to get an entry, and you can easily target the pre-market highs and lows, or this low also, 8 o'clock low or 8:30 low. But after that, market is going to do struggling. You can see after taking out the pre-market low, how the market was doing. See, retracement expansion. It was a good expansion, but yeah. We have not taken out any sell side liquidity before doing any continuation, okay. So we shall do the minor continuation, the sell side. If we are inversing this fair value gap, or not respecting this gap and supporting the order blocks, then you can look for. But let's wait for the more information. And also don't forget that we have the Powell is going to speak at 10:30. Hey Fortune, my friend, hello. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, market has not offered any entry after the 9:30. Okay. It did not even tap to the premium FEGs, and even if I wanted to short, I will short on this FEG rather than this FEGs, even though I have the targets, but these FEGs are good to put the another lot, but you should not make the new position at these levels. I'm good, Fortune. How are you? This is not took as a rejection block. No, bro. We are just creating the failure swings. We will do the back and forth projection, and we will take the minor buy side liquidity. If we get a reaction from this 15-minute fair value gap, then we can have the another continuation setup to the downside. You should use the rejection block after taking a sell side liquidity, or if you have the SMT, then only you should use the rejection block. Without SMT or the liquidity, the rejection block is going to be problematic for you guys. Now the Asia low is really not good because, okay, so when you have the big expansion in a Asia session, you have to you should ignore the taking this low as an draw on liquidity. Most of the time what is going to happen, you have to mark down the Asia high, midpoint, and the low. It is going to tap to the high and it can give the reaction, or it is going to tap to the 50% of this level and can give the reaction to the buy side. But this having the expansion in Asia, uh, you should not target this low as in draw on liquidity. You should look for the extended targets, like you're going to book the 70% or the 80% over here, and you are going to have the one or two contracts as per your contract size position, and you can keep the target to the Asia low. If we might take this low, but most of the time you have to take out the CE only as in draw on liquidity, or the new week opening gap, or you can look for the PM session low. Right now the price action is so balanced. If you see, we have not created any fair value gap. We flip this gap IFVG, add the change in state of delivery, and taken out this minor buy side liquidity. What indicator are you using? I'm using the three indicators. The first one is the watermark, the second one is the ICT everything, and the third one is the for the opening price, this one, and the fourth one I'm using the opening range gap. But I'm not deciding, I'm not taking a decision or doing any I'm not creating a narrative with the help of these indicators. The indicators is going to help me out, that it is going to put the opening price or the this range, opening range gaps, only this things it is going to be helpful for me. But other than this, they're not going to help me in any other case. After 15 minutes, the Fed is going to speak, the Powell. Be careful. And don't forget, we have the failure strengths. And the 15-minute structure is bearish. We have taken out the, let me mark down the range, okay. We have taken out the minor buy side liquidity. Let's see. We are taking support from this London low right now and from this FEG. Let's see if we create any auto block or not. The ES has tapped to the CE and the Nasdaq has not done it. This is what I have checking right now. This can be the short-term market maker sell model. If you have the closure over here, okay, just sharing you the idea that we can look for this low. This we should flip this gap, okay, and this gap is going to be the another sell side fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. It will be the bearish fair value gap. And also if you check the ES has this fair value gap and Nasdaq does not have it, you will see, and most likely we are also going to fail this small gap. But do we consider the FPG as a valid PD array even if it range so many times? Only the FPGs you have to refer that is aligning with the session liquidities. You don't have to mark down the random FPGs. So we have the minor market structure shift over here, and we have taken out the minor market structure shift over here also. What we are going to expect the price to drop to this low after taking out the buy side liquidity. But we should close the body below this IFEG also. Keep this thing in a mind. We are still taking a support from this low quadrant. We have to close below this gap and this quadrant, then we can have the good expansion to the equal lows. So we are breaking the lows. Okay, price action is so balanced and we don't have any fair value gap, so most likely we are going to take out this low and this low. Yeah, those FEGs are valid. We can also end up in a consolidation, okay, because market is not going either the buy side or either the sell side, and it has opened the open liquidity, the failure swings. So we will just wait and watch. Yeah, the only reaction we are getting right now, it is the midnight, but I still don't think so that we have made the low of the day, because we can close the opening range gap low completely. The Fed is going to speak. I think you should not make any new position. We have news at 10:30. Pavel is going to speak. You should wait and watch how the market is going to be. Yeah, Okay guys, I'm going to host a giveaway on my X account. Okay, and the next giveaway we can look for on YouTube. I will check out how that thing is going to be the spin. I'm going to spin that wheel, and whoever name is going to come, I will try to message him. Okay, or I will open the Google Sheet where I will directly send the code to them via email. But right now, if you ask me what is the draw on liquidity, this low should be the draw. Okay, we have the SMT with ES. Okay, but that is not a PD area SMT. It is the opening range gap SMT. The ES has traded to the CE, and Nasdaq has not taken out the CE. Okay, we still have the failure swings till this low, and okay, the Fed is going to speak. The AM session can be choppy. You can look for the PM session as a target for the trade. Okay, guys, bye bye, and thank you for joining. And Fortune and Danny, thank you very much to join my live stream. And take care, guys, and have a nice day. Bye bye. GG.